Alright, let me pull up the manual here, because being an Intellivision game, we got the frickin' like number pad thing, which I don't remember what does what. Advanced. Oops. Advanced. No. Dungeons and Dragons. Television. Manual. I had all these on my PC, but I didn't save them on my phone. Yeah, the phone controller. And the ColecoVision came out. It's like, hey, that's a good idea. Let's do that too. Like, no, it's a bad idea. I don't know how I'm supposed to use that with this. I think the right analog stick is basically like the number pad, at least 1 through 9, and then there's buttons on the controller that like act as other buttons. It's such a weird controller. You got a friggin' like disc thing in which is your movement thing, but it's like an 8-way like disc. You kind of like it's almost like not really an analog stick, but it's kind of like it's weird. And then you have like multiple fire buttons on the side, and you got a friggin' phone pad which usually has an overlay on top with the game. Is Warneck. Yeah. It was the Wild West of like controllers, of like everybody trying to figure out something until the NES came around, and like, this is the controller now. Alright, so we got difficulty options. Which one's which? Okay, so 3 is medium hard. So let's start with easy, and then we'll do medium. Maybe we'll try harder. I think if I do this direction, I think that was easy. I think there's a button, yeah, there's a button that brings up the number pad, so I can actually just like choose the number pad manually here. And then I think the right analog stick is basically like, yeah, so the right analog stick is pretty much numbers 1 to 0. So looking at the manual, so we have these, so the brown mountains we can't go into. These other mountains, when we go next to them, they'll show up in color. The color will depend, what the color will determine the difficulty and what you can get inside of them. Purple mountains are hard, but they can drop, or is it? You can get a key in there. You can use the key to open that gate that's in the top. The main goal is to get to the Misty Mountain in the middle. So the key will open up that that gate over there in the top right. The red mountains are considered medium hard difficulty. They can have an axe, which you need to go through the forests. You need to go through the forest, which is those kind of greenish sections. The gray are just like arrows, and the blue is a boat which you need to cross the river. So blue is considered medium. So let's go into the blue one first. All right. So we have, I don't know which button does which here, but one of them counts your arrows. I know I think if you press this button here, and it'll be your arrow count, maybe. I'm sure I have another button that's designed for that. Let's see. No, so the bottom one is this. The C thing is like pick up. This one is count arrows. I have like 3 arrows I counted. It's like tick, tick, tick. You think they would put some sort of overlay, but I guess that was too complicated, so they just made an audio thing. It's probably a button that. Is there probably a button that actually? That like does that naturally? Okay. So the L3 button is that button. Most likely the R3 is the other button. It's probably that E button, which is like climbing ladders. And then the right analog stick should be the directional buttons, which will shoot arrows. Hey. So we probably have like 2 arrows left. Let's try to save our arrows until we find some arrows. I think everything usually has arrows according to this. Yeah, axe and arrows, axe, boat and arrows. There should be a boat in here, and there should be arrows in here. Oh, there's the arrows. There's the pickup button, which is... I don't know. There we go. The L2 button is pickup. So now I should have a lot of arrows. I think, like, we're playing easy mode right now just to test it. I think in the easy mode, you're supposed to give you, like, 9 arrows, I think, they say. Or it's at something somewhere. 11. So you get 11 arrows on easy, up to 5 on hard. Yes, timer. Sephiroth. Retro Uji-san, thank you so much for the 4 months of awesome support. Is there a way to show inventory? There is no, well, I don't think there's any inventory in here other than like the boat, but I don't know. I don't think there is a way. Maybe on the main map. Well, this when this came out in Tarmin, nice. This one probably was pretty short, I imagine, but Tarmin would have been definitely a lot more of a beefy game. Looking through the manual right now. Is there an inventory button? I think count arrows is the closest thing to inventory in this. Yeah, I don't see anything about anything else inventory-wise. Maybe it shows on the main map once you're there. Oop, there's the boat. Oh god. There. Boat. Alright, got a boat now. We gotta get to the exit. Oh god. Well, just crashed the game. Thanks, emulator. Why? Emulator, please. Well, that was a great start. Jeez. I don't know if that's like because I don't know if that's an emulator issue or the Intellivision itself would have crashed. That sucked. Let's try that again. At least we learned a bit. Alright, so that one's the key. Looks like it's the same layout too. I guess easy is always the same thing. Although, is this the same thing in the boat? Yeah, maybe it's not randomized. Not original hardware. No, these are all emulated, unfortunately. I have the original hardware for all the newer stuff, but not for the not for this old stuff. And I checked on, like, I have like a couple of collections for Intellivision games, like Intellivision Lives. Unfortunately, this game isn't on there. Obviously, the D&D license, these games were re-released in some forms and in later things, but obviously the D&D license wasn't attached to it. I think Treasures of Tarmin was released as like Minotaur something, or just Minotaur. This one was probably released as something else. I forget what it was, but 2 Gen 1. Nice. Are you planning on picking up that Intellivision Sprint thing that's coming out soon? I meant like one of the biggest disadvantages of playing this on like emulators is just the controls. It's so different. Intellivision controller. Like, I've never held an Intellivision controller. Actually, I think I might have like a vague memory of like as a kid, a long time ago, like somebody having an Intellivision and just having that controller. It's such a weird controller. It's like tethered to the console and has, of course, the number pad thing with the overlay. Such a weird thing. Alright, there's the exit. We need the boat, though. Hopefully we don't crash the game this time. Beard that nice. Yeah, the site clickers, like it's like it was definitely the Wild West. Like they just didn't know. They just tried everything. And then Nintendo eventually just kind of, oh crap, what? Don't know what that thing is, but want to have D&D titles. But that's the thing, though. They might have the titles just under the renamed names, not like the original names. All right, got the boat. No crashing. All right, which button? This button. There we go. All right, so we got a boat. Now we can just across the ocean. Oops, shit, didn't want to do that. There, but red is the axe, I think. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much needed those overlays, I imagine. Alright. So those are the blobs. Apparently they're invulnerable. Not even renamed. Oh, that sucks. I imagine it's going to be like moddable though. Like you could probably import your own ROMs onto it. Especially for that price, it better be. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if it didn't right off the bat, people would have modded it real fast to do it. So, the main objective is to get to the Misty Mountain, and there's like two pieces of a crown that you put together, and that's it. Put the pieces of the crown together, you win. Yeah, it would be nice. Well, I imagine there's probably not a huge amount of Intellivision carts out there anymore. Although they probably survived quite a bit. Oh god, that sound. Yep. And arrows bounce. Gotta be careful. Yep, you gotta go kill Smaug by getting a, is that, no, it's not, it's just a skull. Bunch of slimes over there. You got plenty of arrows. It's always scary going into rooms you don't know what's there until you, like, go into it. At least you hear the enemies most of the time. The slime that's making that sound. Where's the axe? Haven't seen any arrows either. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, considering there's so many, like, there's not many people who are collecting Intellivision for the most part. I mean, even like 2600 Intellivision, those were never really super collectible compared to like compared to like consoles. So good with arrows. So far, easy mode's pretty easy. The harder difficulty is going to be hard. So this is a good first exploration. There's some arrows. Still haven't found the axe. Until the voice emoji, yeah. I imagine anything like that's definitely going to be expensive. Any sort of like special add-ons or whatever. Feared snakes. Yeah, snakes are always the enemy in these games. Pitfall and stuff like that. God, pitfall snakes were the worst. Yeah, the slimes are blocking me over there. Nope. Spot over here. Come on, where's the damn axe? Where's the axe? Running out of places to explore here. Hmm. Yeah, there was a couple in the Intellivision Lives thing. It's like 1 or 2 on there. There wasn't too many. The best thing about the Intellivision Lives, probably over here. There we go. Was the music. Oh crap! I just killed myself with the arrows. Okay, I don't know how many lives. I think it's 3 lives. They said there's like 3 dudes. So be careful with the arrows and type spaces. You will die. Oh, grab the axe and run. I gotta find the exit. Where's the exit? Early skill-based gaming, yep. Get good, streamer. What are we doing for arrows? Anybody count that? Well, I know there's a lot. Number is equals big. About 14. Give or take a dozen. I think Tarmin does the same thing for arrows. Like it's just like a tick thing. Oh, there it is. All right. So we can go into the river with a boat. We can go into the forest with the axe. So we need a key to get through that. Might as well go get it. Actually, I probably could have gone through that gray one and just out of the other side. That would have been easier. Oh well. Get some experience for the harder difficulty that we're going to play after. Again, this is just easy. I'm just doing this easy one just as a... It's a little bit of a experience first. It's always scary when you hear the sounds. You know that they're on the screen somewhere. It's just not visible yet. Right, got that? It was like 50 or so. Like 100 arrows. We get like a buffer overflow of arrows soon. It's no pixel. Yeah, the ski-free Yeti. The first RPG as a kid, I think it was Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy. I'm pretty sure I played that before I played Dragon Quest. I don't know if bouncing arrows totally physically possible. Yeah, it's either Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, but I'm pretty sure I played Final Fantasy first. Of course, you know, I didn't beat it as a kid because hell no. And as a kid, like I was like maybe, I don't know, 10, 11 by the time I played it. I definitely didn't. I mean, in the SNES era, like I didn't own any RPGs, but I rented a bunch. So of course I never really beat those because you're not gonna beat an RPG in a rental. Oh, shit. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, that hurt. My dude's almost dead. I think we're fine on arrows. I don't need to check. Just don't shoot him in my own face. Yeah, I know red is almost gone. So there we go. E. Just need to make it to the exit. I don't know if you heal up between maps or if you're still red when you like leave and come back. I do know you have 3 warriors. I don't know if that's 3 warriors on top of your original guy. So I might only have 1 dude left. Get Barney coming after me here. All right. To the Misty Mountain. So this one we've got to find two halves of a crown. They wanted the Dragon Quest 1 remake. You don't like Sujiyama's music all that much, but you take that back. Yeah. They make like the unlock new screen thing way too close. Like you're like right on top of the enemy by the time I guess you could risk it by like shooting an arrow ahead or something like that. Surprise, it was the same. Toriyama's exact one style draws every female. That is true. You can definitely tell Toriyama work when you see them. Oh, yeah, I did get a heal, by the way, between... It's 1.5. Lego lad. Yeah, I guess all the warriors in this game are archers. With 1,000,000 arrows. Of course, easy gives you like a huge number of arrows when you pick up those quivers. Don't get anywhere near as much in later difficulties. Like, I just want to inch into these rooms so I don't like accidentally like get wasted. From the 70s era proc rock, yeah. Alright, where's the other half? So apparently as soon as you pick up the other half, like that's it. You don't even have to exit, you just have to like pick it up both halves and then just instant win. According to the manual. Just... Oh god, oh god, fuck. On the second half. Alright, this might be our last dude. At least now the area is revealed, so we'll be able to spot him. Yep, gotta love those trick shots. And yeah, I was smart enough to stay out of the way of my arrow too. Oh, there it is. Alright. Just gotta get up there. Nice. Alright. That was easy. We win! Alright, now let's do a harder difficulty. That's the game. Just gotta reset. It's weird that we get the one crash, though. Alright, so now if I press... I guess if I just choose the 2, so I think that was this one here, which is easy, I think. Yeah, so 2 would be medium difficulty. I don't know how many you get per quiver. On hard you get like 5, so I'm assuming it's like 11, 9, 7, 5. There's 3 difficulty levels. So you get one easy, medium, hard, and then pressing the disc, which I'm assuming you press, yeah, you just press any direction. This is like the hard mode right now. Which was the hardest mode, which maybe we'll do medium hard. I don't know if maybe I'll attempt hard mode, but alright. So medium difficulty. Alright, the key is just arrows. That's the axe. Which I guess we don't necessarily need. Because really, I mean, we can get the Misty Mountain. If we get the key, so if I go over here and get the key through the purple one, then we don't, we just need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We only need to do 4 dungeons before we get to the Misty Mountain. If I go up here, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go this way, then I can cut through the forest. And then I just have to do... I mean, if I get a key, I could do 3 dungeons. If I do this one, I do the one with the key, and then do that one in the bottom right corner. 3 dungeons will get to the Misty Mountain. So let's start off by getting the key. I guess we just do these 2 as well, not do that top one. It really depends what that bottom... If the bottom right one is a key one, then I wouldn't have to do the key one here. But if I skip it, and the bottom right one isn't a key, then I have to come back here. Let's do the key first. Get the hardest one out of the way first. It sucks that you start with 3 arrows, so you're really at risk at the beginning until you find quiver. Try to avoid battles if I can. That scared me. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, I'm out of arrows now. At least we got the key. Definitely need to find the quiver, though, before we exit this place. Oh, thank god. I don't know, like 6. 8. It's probably 7, because... Well, you would think on medium, like, if easy is 11, and then hard is 5, I guess it doesn't scale. It's not like 11, 9, 7, 5. I guess it's like 11, 7, 5, maybe. That could be 11, 8, 5. Yeah, I used 3 that time, so... But there's 4 difficulty levels, though. Unless the 2 medium difficulty levels, medium hard, are like 8. Okay, that's usually the hardest one, not counting Misty Mountain, so let's get the hard one out of the way. These are slow enough that I can dodge them, so... It's scary when you go in a room because whatever treasure there is always going to be guarded by like the nasty thing in here. That and the exit. Once you find both of those, and you're like, good. An annoying sound. Iguana just wanted to be my friend. Really good music, rock and fusion jazz. Oh god. God damn it. Like, it's so unfair that by the time you see the enemy, it's too late. You're just dead to it. Bat doesn't do any damage. It's a friendly bat. Just wants to be my friend. There's the arrows. Just need to get back to that place. Oh, 2 arrows, nice. Alright, we're good on arrows for a while. Alright, found the exit. Now we just need to get back to that axe. It's over there. Let's go. Alright, one dude did, but we got the axe and the key, so it's pretty good considering. Now we should be able to get there. Just one more dungeon. So we don't need the bow, we just have to find the exit. So I think they don't guard the arrows at least. It's one way of seeing if there's any enemies in there, but you also run the risk of like potentially shooting into a wall which just kills you. Here. I don't know what that was. You're dead in 2 hits, so it's not a... It's different enemies. Let's see. It said how much each enemy takes. Yeah, the dragon was winged dragon. It was a demon apparently. Dragon is like that thing that looks like Barney is a dragon, and the winged dragon is usually the one protecting one of these pieces. I think we're good on arrows. Right, nothing in front of me. Wait, how did that bounce? Like, there was no wall here for it to bounce on. Ah! Yeah, that's close. Alright, let's run the pieces. The winged dragon takes 3 hits. Alright, we have one. At least we have at least one more dude left. So we die the next one. We probably will. Oh, that guy was probably guarding something. No. Nice. Medium done. Alright, let's try medium hard. This one's definitely easier than the last game. I think, wasn't this... No, Gateway to Apshai was my shortest game. Like, so far, like, technically I've already beaten the game twice, 30 minutes in. But obviously I'm a lot more prepared this time, like, read through the manual. So this definitely would have been the shortest game. Alright, do medium hard. Although I don't know what difficulty... I might have done, like, hardest by accident the first time. Because if you just press the analog stick, which would be like your disc, that puts you on hardest difficulty right off the bat. So this should be medium hard now. Yeah, which I guess the color of the mountain tells you the difficulty. So red is medium hard. If it's purple, it means it's the hardest difficulty. I should check my original VOD. It was probably purple. All right, so easiest would be... It was the same map as last time, but I don't know. We need a... What, either one of these gives us a key, obviously, but blue. We grab a key and then go to the top right. We can then... So we just need a blue and a purple. That'll get us into the Misty Mountain with a couple more dungeons. Oops. So that's purple there. So if I grab the boat here, so I'm not 100% sure if that one of those other mountains will give us a boat. It's always hardest at the beginning because you have very few arrows. Oh god. Wow, that was a bad first encounter. It's a dragon. He wasn't even guarding anything, he was just like hanging out in that room. I'm out of arrows, so... I mean, this is the best OST right here. Not really. I mean, you gotta remember back in the day, like this game would have been way more advanced than your... I can't even outrun this guy, like... It was blue? Okay, so I played it on medium then, in my VOD. Yeah, because back in the day when your choices were basically like this or, you know, some like single screen kind of arcade style game, like this would have been like a lot more fun, right? A lot of replayability, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I haven't found any early, I'm dead. Can't outrun these guys, they're too fast. I mean, I can outrun him, but he catches up in these curves. Damn it. I did catch the arrows. Try to catch them in the way. Okay, so that does confirm you have three guys, period. Alright. Reset. Oh. I chose hardest difficulty by accident there. It's a weird place to put a gate. Let's see. Hmm. Go to the easy one. Then the one decided is blue, then we might be able to cross the river there. Enemies definitely run faster in these harder difficulty levels. Which really sucks, you can't outrun them. Luckily it was an easy enemy guarding the exit there. I mean, this is supposed to be an easy map. It's supposed to be just arrows in here and that's it. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been just like a mix of me like opening up like an overlay and then having like killing an enemy, just a weird couple things in the I mean, it's not necessarily the emulator crash. It might have been Intellivision might have just like hung as well, and it's just the emulator was actually like accurately doing it. Luckily the bats don't seem to hurt. They seem to chase you though, but god damn it. You can't outrun enemies. Like getting your first thing of arrows is the most dangerous thing in these harder difficulties. Hey Cadillac. This looks awful. This is amazing. Like starting with 3 arrows is awful. Oh, there we go. Just trying to shoot arrows. I don't have any arrows to shoot. Oops. Thought I had arrows, but I guess not. Alright. 2 things of arrows. That's all that's going to be in here. Let's find the exit and get out of here. Yeah, I mean, graphically it's impressive. You have like animations and you have like damage indications. You have laser arrows. Yeah, probably. I picked up 2 things of arrows and I shot 1. Okay, perfect. It's the boat. Okay, so if I take the boat, then what? One of those things in the top right is a red, and then I can cut through the forest. So if that one right at the end of the river to the top right of the river's end is red, and I can just get that one, cut through the forest, and then have one more mountain, and I can get the Misty Mountain that way. Yeah, when you're not moving, it's weird because you're like you're running, and the bow's in front of you. Like, how, are you holding the bow in your teeth? Like, it makes no sense. He's just a really, really good archer. Oh, crap. Oh, man. I don't know how I killed him there. I shot the first arrow diagonally by accident. It's easier to see the bow when you're hurt. It's a different color than you. God, the demons are silent, so you don't even hear them. Oh, my last dude, I think, now. Yeah. There's a big difficulty. It's like between medium and medium hard. Especially just the fact the enemies run so fast now. Oh, we have like 3 arrows left. Yeah, I figured I'm not guaranteeing I have to beat it on medium hard. I just figured like I might as well try. I don't know if I'll go for hard, but medium was pretty easy, so I figured I'd like, oh, I'll do a step above. They definitely jack up the difficulty. Need some arrows. Thank you. Right now I need to find the exit. I don't think I've found the exit yet, no. And the exit is always guarded in these, which is really annoying. A bridge recap a lot of the arcs. Well, considering I haven't watched any of the series, and you know, it doesn't really matter to me about the arcs. It's all gonna be new to me, so. Shit. Wasting an arrow there. Alright. Ah. Oh, there we go. That works. 1,000. What is that like? It's like it's like halfway through the series. Yeah, I died, didn't I? Yeah, that's it. Boo. Alright, one more time. Alright. It's very similar, but there's definitely some differences between the different stuff here. Well, if I take this one, I can just cut through the forest, so let's do that. Yeah. I think I remember trying to start One Piece once, and it's like, no, this is just, like, I'm not willing to dedicate, like 2 years of my life to watching a single anime series. I don't have time. So instead I decided to play RPGs. God, why is he so annoying? Yeah, the bats don't seem to, like, they come to you, which, I mean, they're gonna block arrows if you're trying to shoot somebody else, but they don't seem to actively attack you. Get away. They do seem to have, like, pathfinding AI compared to the other enemies, though, which just seem to get stuck in a... Yeah, not that good pathfinding. Did I go back to the enemy and stop watching? Yeah. Even if you're using some sort of, like, you know, guide to skip all the arcs and stuff, or all the filler stuff, it would still take forever to get through. 'Cause, you know, One Piece doesn't have any filler episodes, right? God damn it. I was hoping I can get through there before the blob hit me. Oh god, that's a bad place for the blob to stand. Am I down? Is this my first guy or second guy? I don't know. No counter letting you know how many dudes you have left. God, snakes are too fast. Exit. Still don't have the axe though. Oh, come on. That went through the snake. Come on. Oh, that's... Dude's spawn camping. I mean, I can go through all the dungeons to get to the Misty Mountain without finding anything, but if I go down here, then I have to hope that thing's a boat. This will give me an axe, which doesn't really help me unless I find a boat. Well, it would help me because then I can avoid all those other things. Yeah, let's grab this. It's 2 arrows gone. One arrow left. Hopefully find some arrows soon. Guess we cleared out the exit, but it doesn't do me any good if I don't find arrows. It's for 100% the axe is going to be guarded by something. It's going to be faster than me. These guys do damage, but they don't seem to do damage like a lot. It's not like instant generation like any of the other enemies. Good. 6, I think. Bardock and One Piece fan letter. Yeah, exactly. God, why is that thing so annoying? He's not fast enough to really care about, but God, he's so annoying. Oh, my ears, they're bleeding. They're bleeding. Oh, my ears. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, I just killed myself with my own arrow. That was annoying. Once we found the room. Just gotta find it again now. What the hell? I can't shoot the arrows fast enough. Wait, those things steal arrows. That's what these things do. That's why I hear those ticks. Ah, son of a bitch. Might as well shoot those things because they're just gonna take your arrows otherwise. I have no... I have like 2 arrows left now. God, make it stop. Make it stop, please. Not a good start. I've already like lost 2 lives, I think, in this one place. Alright, where's the exit? Notice if I can find another set of arrows. Sometimes you get 2 sets. Nice. Just need to find where the exit was now. Oh, these bats don't, like, they just... I think they're just there to get in the way of your arrows. Don't seem to actively hurt you or anything. Where's the damn exit? I wonder if these maps get bigger with different difficulties. Feels like they do. Pretty sure it was like a horizontal room, like one of these. I already discovered it, so I don't need to go off the beaten path, but... There it is. Yeah, I thought it was a horizontal room. I was wrong. Diamond-shaped room. Alright, I might as well grab the boat. Then I can cut through both of those. Then I can go through 2 more dungeons. Or just 1 more dungeon, actually, and I'll be able to reach it. Yeah, the bridge stuff is always the best. But there's always the problem with the bridge stuff is that they often get, like, the ban hammer. They get, like, copyright strike. That's basically what happened with, Dragon Ball Z there. They just got too many, like, copyright things. They're just like, "Guys, this isn't worth it anymore." God, why are the demons silent? Damn it. I love when they have enemies that don't actually guard anything. Yeah, there's a big difficulty spike between medium and medium hard. Like, significant. Uh, okay. If we go this way, I basically need that other one to be a boat. Go this way, it's kind of the same thing. If I go into one of these, then I just have to get the key, but it's like the hardest difficulty, so... Let's do it. Oh god. Found the key really fast. Yeah, and this guy's in the spawn room. I'm just gonna die instantly. Gonna have enough arrows to can kill this guy. It's just, that was a bad place. I mean, it's nice the key was like right at the entrance, but it's bad that, you know, at least we died fast. Alright, yeah. Guess we'll definitely cut through a lot of this place. If I get this, then I can go through 3 more dungeons and reach the mountain. Or if I grab the key in this, then I can go through 1 more dungeon. But it's better to go through this first, and then I have my choice of every dungeon, so... Another thing. I enjoyed it. I mean, I watched it was when it was, like, new, like, they were coming out. So that's the worst part, is waiting for the next one. But yeah, it's definitely a kind of comedy that's not for everybody. You didn't watch them all. You need to go back and watch them all. What was I going for in this one? I think it was the axe. I find 2 quivers of arrows, so it's a good start. So we don't get murdered by a demon or something. It's so scary going to a room. I love how this guy doesn't have, like, more than, like, 1-foot vision in front of him. He needs to bring a lantern or something. Circus music. Something there, but it's dead now. It was a 1-shot, though, so it wouldn't have been a demon. It's probably that thing that steals arrows. That's a snake. Was a snake. Solo leveling was a bridge to sister loving. I don't think I've seen that one. I'll have to check that out. Oh shit. I was looking at chat and didn't realize this thing was on top of me and stealing all my frickin' arrows. Everything but the axe. I haven't heard any other noises, which means it's probably a demon guarding the axe. Another snake. Yes. It's like, I hope that's the axe. So we're low on arrows. It's like 4. Would have been fun on arrows if it wasn't that stupid arrow stealing enemy. Alright, where's the exit? Dungeon crawl stone soup. Sounds interesting. Or with the raid. Welcome raiders. Welcome to game 2 of RPG Quest. It's gonna be a long quest, I think. Sephiroth Serpentine with the 80 months of awesome support. So I don't know how the hell I got 80 months of support on a quest I'm on game 2 of, but thanks so much for your 80 months support, Zerdine. What awesome games were you playing today, Core? Anything good? Dick Tracy, Radius Senki, I'd never heard of that one. Tales of the Neon Sea, never heard of that one. Golf Club Nostalgia, I haven't heard of any of those. Bunch of good stuff. All indie titles, I imagine. Alright, we got ourselves an axe. I'm playing this on this is my third run through of this one. Playing on medium hard difficulty. Alright, if I go to this one, I can't get anywhere. Wait, I can go through those other dungeons. If I go through this one, it's an easy one. I can go through 2 more dungeons. If any of these, there you go. Get, problem with this, I'd have to go through 2 dungeons at least. A hard one and a medium one. This one here, I have to go through, yeah, it's 3 dungeons. Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, if I go through this dungeon and this dungeon over here, then I can get to the dungeon, so if I get lucky. But I'm low on arrows right now, so it might be better to go with this one first. This one's an easier difficulty. Not good to waste 2 arrows on a dude who's not guarding anything. Fuck. Well, I can get the boat, but then I won't have any arrows, so let's find the arrows first. Nah, I'm not gonna re-rate them. It's kind of hard to re-rate these. I wonder if I can sneak and grab the boat. The guy's probably like just off screen. Run! These guys don't give up, so I'll never outrun this guy. Ah! Could almost got to the exit. Oh crap. I need arrows though. I desperately need arrows. I'm like literally no arrows right now. Okay, good. Oh crap. Okay, squeeze through before a blob comes. I can't kill those, even if I had arrows. Just exit, but I need some damn arrows. I think so. Like, they don't seem to harm me. They don't steal my arrows or anything like the other guys do. So they just seem to be getting in the way of your arrows when you're trying to attack enemies that actually do damage you. Alright. Now we need the key, then we can get the mountain, but I think I have like 5 arrows in total to my name right now. I think I'm on my last guy. Yeah, it's the worst when you have enemies that don't guard anything. If you have no arrows, the skeleton man will move your eyes closer together. They no longer recognize you, but it's a reference I don't understand. And it's so dangerous going inside a room you don't see, because usually you're going to be way too close to the enemy to be able to do anything if there's an enemy there. But I don't want to waste arrows. Unless I get another quiver of arrows, and then I can potentially, like, shoot ahead of time, but until I get more arrows, nothing's making sound either. Demons don't make sound, so... Oh god. Juked. Okay, steals arrows. Let's try to avoid him if we can. So what are we looking for in here? We're looking for the key, and obviously arrows, and the exit. Haven't found either of those yet. So many bats. I wonder if these mask the sound of other enemies too. That could be the thing too. Like they probably like prioritize the sound of the bats over other enemies. So that might be the main reason these guys exist, just to make it so you don't hear the other enemies. Oh crap. Dragon or something, but... Well, God, there's such a huge difficulty spike between medium and medium hard. Yeah, considering how fast the enemies run towards you, I don't think a melee weapon would help. You'd be dead instantly. Right now, just trying to think of the easiest way here. We grab the boat and the key. That's not really gonna help. They go down here. At least we can go through one more. And we need 1, 2, 3. Then we need at least one key. Hopefully we get a key on the way. Let's go. At least this is the easiest difficulty, so... Oh, dude just stole my 3 arrows, so let's restart. I don't know if I like this one. I guess I can go here and go into forest. I mean, to be fair, this really isn't an RPG. This is definitely more of an adventure game. There's like no stats. There's no like. This is definitely more Zelda than anything else. Even though it's like under the D&D license. God, why can't that bat overwrite this guy's sound? Oh no, I shot an arrow into myself. No, I'm out of arrows now. No, I picked up a quiver. Well, try to shoot the bat. 3 arrows left. God. Oh god, don't steal my arrows. Let's just restart. Dying in the first dungeon is bad. I need my dudes to get to the end. Let's see. I don't really like this map. Either you go into this one and then go through a couple of other dungeons, or go into this one and then go into the locked door, then one more dungeon, and then hope there's a red thing on the way. That's probably the best. This is the hardest one right off the bat, though, which kind of sucks. Well, that's a restart. Dude's hanging out in the entrance room. Yeah, Adventures was, I mean, it was interesting for the time, obviously, but doesn't age too well. This definitely has a lot of replayability to it. It's like randomized. If I go through the red one, then I can cut through that forest in the top there. And we'll need a, no, we don't need a key because we can just go down below the thing into that dungeon. Yeah, let's grab this. Fuck. Well, there go my arrows. Yeah, on easier difficulty, those guys only steal like 1 arrow if you touch them. In this difficulty, they just like take all your arrows. You're just dead. You're screwed. I guess if you run through them fast enough, you know, it doesn't take your arrows. I still have all 3. Nope, I'm out of arrows now. Got nothing left to steal. Unless I got the axe. So I am basically dead with no arrows, so hopefully I can find a quiver before I die. So I definitely won't be able to kill the dude at the exit. Blobs. Unless you can see the blobs, like, without revealing the place, but... So I would suck running into one of those by accident. Oh, good. Got the arrows. I haven't heard any other noises, which either means is the demon guarding that thing, or... Sounds like a snake. Unless we, found the exit. Just gotta re-find it now. 2 arrows left. It's enough for killing that snake if we can get to him. Be nice finding another quiver of arrows, though. Avoid the arrow stealers like the plague. Best is if we can avoid killing the snake. At least we got him out of the way. Now we're out of arrows, though. Risky. Alright. Oh, I thought I could... I was gonna say, I thought I could go diagonally. I guess I could. It just... Do we need... We don't need the blue, because we're already past the rivers, so let's just go up here. It's easiest difficulty, and... Hey, you got no arrows to steal, buddy. Shit. Fuck. Forgot I had arrows. I only have 2 now. Only have... The fact that you can miss is like... That's the worst. Like the arrow goes through the enemy. Oops, I just activated hard mode. Or... if I go in here, then I'm kind of stuck. Go in here, and I can go up there, but none of these are really good. Let's go in here, maybe one of the other 2 are going to be a boat. And there goes 2 arrows. Killing an enemy that's not guarding anything. That's annoying. Alright, let's see if we can find more arrows. There we go. Most I've seen is 2 quivers in any dungeon, so... Okay, so we grab that. I was hoping that'd be a blue one, but at least we can cut through the forest. Nice. We're getting lucky with arrows, at least. Plenty of arrows now. Snake. Oh, come on, man. Why is there 2 snakes that close together? Got him. Ow. You know, that's how arrows work in real life, right? Hopefully this guy was guarding an exit, too. Nice. If I get the blue, then I can just cut through the... Actually, I can... yeah, if I go through this one here, it's a hard one, but with this I can just go right to the dungeon, so... Shit. Oh, god damn it. Why? Last dude. Hmm. Too dangerous. I was lucky. Don't need the key, but... Is there like two of those guys guarding that key? That's weird. Got lucky that they didn't do a lot of damage there. Just need to find the exit. These bats are annoying. Oh, nice. Okay, the guy must have been one of those dragons that was guarding this and then like ran away from it or something, because I've never seen a exit that's not guarded by anything. Alright, last dude, but we can... Just have to like shoot ahead. Oh, come on. Stupid arrows, man. These arrows cheat. Shit. I thought I had more arrows. So I was kind of using some up. We need at least 3 to kill each of those dragons that guard the treasure, so you're very likely not going to survive this. Oh, I have less arrows now. I don't have enough arrows to even kill that guy. Ah. There's a huge difficulty spike between medium and medium hard. This way, I guess. Just pressing the button wasn't working. I found some arrows pretty quick. I was trying to waste any arrows. I need to keep all the arrows for the enemies that matter, not for like annoying bats that just... At least it's not those stupid chirping lizards there. Those things are make my ears bleed. There. Really good start. Now, we'll cross the river, and then we just need one more dungeon. We can get to the Misty Mountain. Oh, come on. When the arrows just go right through enemies. I wouldn't mind taking a whole bunch of damage if I at least got an item out of it, but it's the worst when you go into a room that has like an enemy guarding it that has nothing in it. Shit. Demons are annoying. Can't hear them. I see Cohen. He's going somewhere in a hurry. Come on. What's he doing? Still need the boat. Nice. What? This isn't Fire Emblem? I thought I was still playing Fire Emblem. Nice. This one, go with easy difficulty. Oh, there's still a bunch of arrows. Started this 1 hour and 21 minutes ago. Playing, well, I was gonna say I'm playing all the difficulties. I don't think I'm gonna do hard. If this is medium hard, I'm having a hard time with medium hard. Frickin' hell, man. It's definitely a difficulty spike between easy and, or medium and, medium hard. Okay, got a bunch of arrows. Oh, come on! It really sucks when the arrow just goes right through the enemy. Okay, we have a bunch of arrows. Like, so I can risk trying to, like, shoot arrows ahead of time. I don't remember if the enemies actually do noises for the winged dragons. Probably do. It's probably the sound. Nice. One down. Might be the one. Yes! Medium hard done! Alright. I think I call that done. I'm not gonna do hardest difficulty. Ugh. Alright. It's game number 2 done. That was rough. And the hard difficulty, I don't know what, I mean, I'm assuming the enemies are even faster and probably get even less arrows. I know you get like 5 arrows. This one, I don't know, felt like we're getting about 5 arrows per quiver too. Maybe you get less quivers. Who knows? Alright. That's game number 2 completed. So let's, yeah, I mean, the enemies are, like on medium hard, the enemies are as fast as you, so you can't outrun them. So yeah, they probably run like just, like they just they just completely outrun you. Like you probably have no chance. So you probably just, if you don't like insta kill them first, you're dead. But hey, I did difficulty higher than I played last time, so I'll take it. All right.